Alrighty. Let's see how this will go. Also need to pull up life split, ideally. Hey there. Yeah, I think so. It's mostly the same songs, but I guess they made it more clean in a way. It's a good question actually, I'm not an expert in that, but there seem to be some differences. Alrighty. I know at least in the like credits right at the end there's like a hawk sound that's missing. And I think it's mostly like a remastered version. I'm not an expert in that, so don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But in general, a lot of sound effects in the newer games are definitely redone, even of the Colossi. That's for sure. Oh god, my hands are so cold. This might actually interfere with my ability to play this game properly. It's always the worst when I can't mash right and when the manips feel uneasy. That's a good start. No growls early definitely helps a lot. And if it continues like that, it might be a very quick fight. Oh, beautiful. That growl right in the end is annoying. But still very good fight. Very, very good. Though it didn't seem like the Squirtle was too high attack. Oh well. That miss. That's wild. Double miss! My dude. It's 90% to hit. Like, jeez. This game is so ridiculous sometimes. Oh well. All within reason, though. So yeah, this start went from very good to average through the encounters and luck on the fight there. But we'll see. I think my cutoff is like a 6:05 on the way back. That's more than that, I don't really want to keep going. You know, yes, but it's also a decent mix. So like, you know, you can see it in the tournament, even though there was a lot of variance in the end with people that are very good at the game, obviously at the top. I even managed to win a race right at the end there, where I started with very bad luck. But somehow my opponent made enough mistakes that I came back from like a 5-minute deficit. So it's, let's put it this way, very exciting to play this. It's like you need a decent amount of RNG to get past a certain point early if you're going for PB attempts. And if you're going for like top end times, you would reset things like that, for example, where I get a lot of early encounters. But like, you know, the crazy thing about a world record, for example, pull that is, it's both, it's very good execution and very good luck. But you know, there's enough strategy in it that it's exciting to run, and without any RNG element it would be kind of pointless and boring. Okay, let me restart this. But yeah, no worries, I will soon return to more Shadow. My goal is to do on all platforms very soon. Though I will still try to get a PB in this game. And you know, because I feel like I can get into the low 150s easily, and that would put me in the top 100, which would be very cool. Sub 150 would take a lot more effort, which I could probably get to, but I'm not sure I want to. Funnily enough, Pokemon Red was my very first speedrun, not Shadow. Little known fact. But obviously I ran a lot more Shadow than Red. Like, the tournament I participated in was the real reason why I improved a lot in this game, because I did a lot of races. My initial goal was a sub 2 hour. Then I very easily got a sub 155 all of a sudden when I practiced a bit. Now I guess a 153, 152 would be great, but I don't have a specific goal. So those sub 153 would get me top 100, which would be very cool. This game has a lot of runs on the leaderboard. Even top 50 makes you very, very good at the game. Yeah, hey. I mean, to be fair, the recent ones I didn't really, you know, advertise too much because it was mostly, how would I put it, races with other people and practice. But I plan to do streams more regularly, especially after next week where I have like some exams that I have to pass, and afterwards things will get a lot more chill past work. So ideally I get to stream a lot more, at least until March, where I start more qualifications and classes. Okay, come on, that growl was unnecessary, man. Aw, if he didn't growl there, this would have been so freaking fast. This would have been a 4-shot. But I don't think it's too bad still. It's still very good. Yeah, it was a 245, my first one. Then I improved to a 208 and didn't touch the run for like years. Then I did like a run that got me a 203, and through the recent weeks where this tournament was going on, I got from 202 PB to like this 154 within a couple weeks, which is very cool. Birds are not ideal to fight, but I'll take it anyway. The problem with them that they only have one move, which is an attacking move, so you usually take out more damage, and they might be a little more tankier. I'm not sure about that. Ah, that is fine. So there is no RNG manipulation in the early route here. It's not worth it, since just getting a bit lucky usually outperforms this, especially if you're resetting for PB. But later on there will be a lot of RNG manipulations. I was practicing with Leo Star, and for the Mount Moon I helped a little bit. I was actually part of it, but we developed like an alternative manipulation which isn't quite as consistent on all frames, but it's a lot easier to execute, and ideally performs just as well as a more difficult one throughout the whole thing. And it's like, you know, 60-ish% of the time you still get the result you want. And 20% of the time, or 30 or something like that, you get a good alternative result. And only like 10% are bad. So it's still fine most of the time. And there's backups. So that will be cool. Also, JK, there is like a race planned for Trixmas, or at least I will try to organize one, so hopefully you will be part of it. It'll be cool. Since I created a racetime.gg, we would even have it officially listed and ranked, so to speak, which is quite nice. Oh really? I never knew that either. That's crazy. Oh come on, without that last encounter this would have been close to goal split. But it's still a good route one, so I'll keep going. 2 extra encounters are not too bad. My hands are so cold, and my menus are not the best, so bear with me as I try my best to make this work. No NPC, don't you dare. Okay, that's fine. If that NPC follows you there, you have to do a backup RNG manipulation, which sucks because it's a bit harder. Not much harder, but it's annoying. Oh, she slowly but surely turns out to be alive, is it what it is? Okay, that minute worked, now I just have to hit that text box. I think that was fine. Wow, I fucked it up. Fuck me. Not punished. Basically the input you have to do is you buffer down A and then instantly left, so the A command goes through in the first possible frame. And if you don't, the chance to catch it is a 50-50, but I wasn't punished, so that's good. And it's simply due to the fact my hands are very cold. Hopefully it won't affect me during Moon Manip. I mean, the manipulations are technically frame perfect, but it's always frame ranges. Like, basically the movement has to be perfect, technically frame perfect, but in actuality it's like a third of a second frames. That text box clear on the Nido is like, I won't lie, I'm not sure, 6 frames or something, and then on a later one it's like 4 frames. There's more difficult manipulations where you extend that one. I'm not doing that because I'm not good enough to. Okay, I think that movement was just slightly off, but that's fine. And if you extend that movement, there is like a certain frame range where you have to learn movement for each of the frames. And that allows you to catch a flying Pokemon. Oh, come on, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, thanks. Wow! Fuck you. It's unlikely to get encounters in this forest because most of the tiles are fake. Anyway. This fight can be annoying. It can lose like 30 seconds if you get poisoned early. Well, I got poisoned early, fuck me, right? I'll play this out anyway, since I have a lot of time to save later. So hopefully I won't have to heal here, because that would suck a lot. Wow, okay, technically it can kill me. I'll just risk it. Okay, I think I'm dead. Not yet. But I missed a tackle. Fuck off, really. And this is why it sucks to get early poisoned, and it's only like 10% per poison sting. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is ridiculously bad. Okay, I'm resetting this, I'm not feeling it. That's what sucks about the Pokemon runs. If you want to get into a run, you have to reset a lot early. But like this would have been like a minute behind, and I want to... I mean, I could totally PB off a minute behind, but I'm not feeling it right now. Especially with the 2 extra encounters, it's just ew. Anyway. Right, the battle animations have to be off this way around. But yeah, basically with frame perfect strats in the first gen, well, in Pokemon Red, is a lot more forgiving. Not sure about Yellow, but I think Yellow is similar. With like second and third gen, it becomes a lot more hardcore. Third gen specifically, the starter has a 1 frame window that you have to hit with the use of a metronome. Which I've done, to a point where I could do it somewhat regularly, but it's still a pain. And then Fire Red and Leaf Green are even more insane, since there you have a wide range of starters and you manipulate it by using a tool that gives you all the possible starters on which frame they are. Basically finds you a good fit, and then you just have to hit that variable frame with a tool. In Gold and Silver the starter is also like frame dependent. But the good thing there is that the Manipulus category is fairly popular, so you can just skip all of that and run the category that doesn't have any of the annoying manipulations. And I think I will do that soon as well. Since I always wanted to run Gold, it's like the childhood game I played first. Second generation and third generations. Pokemon Red is also cool since it's an easier run to learn. Though. Fuck you and your stupid growl. Wow. Wow. Okay. This might already be dead, the run. Since the attack stat of my Squirtle doesn't seem to be that great. But let's see what happens. Maybe with a couple crits or something. This can still be fine. If I then get low encounters. Wow, that miss was unnecessary, man. Okay, this is terrible, I don't like it. Ugh. But you know, once you're like past Misty, the run really begins. I'm not sure if I deleted that, but let me do that just in case I didn't. And then with better execution, the peak performance runners basically buffer all the text boxes and inputs to such a perfection that it probably saves minutes on the run simply doing that. I haven't looked into it and I'm not doing most of it for now anyway, so you know. But that's also a thing. Where you can definitely see the difference in technique. Fuck you and your stupid growl. Wow, double growl. Rude. Another one. And another one. Okay, sure. Basically you don't want that guy to growl, because it lowers your attack and makes this thing infinitely slower. Growl fail, that's actually the best one, but it's more rare. The way it works is that all the enemy trainers have a chance to miss status moves. I'm not sure how often, but it's very fast and doesn't lower the attack. Dude, like, I actually think some of those are peak graphics in the way that they use the art and the pixels, you know? Because nowadays all of them are 3D, but they lost character. You know? Some of those expressions were designed in such an over-the-top way that it was actually a lot more fun to look at. And I think they perfected that in Gen 3, honestly. I mean, it was more cartoony in the first two. And nowadays they're just 3D blobs without character. You know. Not to do the whole everything was better before thing, but there is some charm to it. Well, not saying all 3D things are not expressive. Mostly saying that the Pokemon 3D things that have been done specifically are less expressive. Like, look at this rat, it's full of action and energy, it wants to bite you and give you, like, all the diseases in the world. Hell yeah. It's also funny how the older Pokemon were always like, that's a rat, that's a pigeon. Look at it, you know. There's some wild ones later on, hopefully I can get a run past the early game. Oops, to show it off. Specifically Golbat, it's just amazing. But to be fair, there are also some good games. Like, I think Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee were very pretty compared to any other ones specifically. The newer games are more known to be just buggy messes. I actually never finished Legends Arceus or Violet, which is a bit sad. I probably should at some point give them a try again. Specifically now with starting next week, I will have a couple months where I have less responsibilities. You know it's red because it's red and all, but you can actually change the palettes, and it comes into use in one of the manipulations because it delays some frame cycle, some exact amount, which leads to it being possible and all that. Okay, this is also a good exit. Hopefully that will go well. But yeah, menuing is still probably my weakest point with these games. I have I feel like a decent enough grasp for a beginner when it comes to decision making in this game now, from racing so much. But menuing, I still get lost and confused at times. Which was actually very funny, because my opponent in the last round, where I actually still won, was the complete opposite. He was like a very known Generation 4 Pokemon runner. So he still had like menuing skills and stuff, but he wasn't as familiar with the first gen, so his decision making at times wasn't that great. Which actually led to me get some advantages. Also that time I buffered the menu correctly, so that one was a guaranteed catch. And like 712 is still very good. Anything below 720 is probably acceptable for me for now. But it has a lot of variance this early section. Like, the Bulbasaur fight wasn't that great this time, but I had less encounters. So that kind of equaled out to something decent. Funny part in this forest. In theory, you could extend the earlier manipulation to guarantee encounter lists, but most of these tiles are broken, so they can't produce encounters, because they have those little aesthetics in them. So it's actually favored for you to not get any encounters here, which makes this fairly fast. Anyway. Okay, hopefully this time I won't get poisoned by this annoying boy. String Shot is good. It lowers speed, but it doesn't matter in this fight. Double tail to lower the defense, and now we're tackling. No poison. String Shot is good. Don't poison me. Nice. Don't poison me. Nice. The crits are actually bad because they ignore the lowered status conditions. Okay, that's good. I'll take it. So whenever you critical hit, it actually uses the base stats to calculate, so in this specific fight a crit actually deals less damage than the regular attacks. Okay, this was very good. Okay, I also didn't look at my notes at all, which is a good thing, but also a bit worrisome, but I don't really need them. Brock has a chance to kill you if you're unlucky. Okay, I need a little menu. I need to switch these two because we're going to switch train Nidoran. I don't need the antidote anymore, and I potion Squirtle. Okay, so far so good. Now we go into a gym battle. Well, I'm going to participate in a relay, which is most likely happening now. And I'm not sure how much I'm actually allowed to say, so I won't for now, but it will be a sick combo of people. Let's hope I have good special attack. No, I don't, so this has slightly higher chance to kill me. And also I wanna do the all platforms run. And eventually I will go back to the any percent PS4 grind. But yeah, I will also focus on the PS3 records, because those seem more fun. Funnily enough, even though they are worse, but it's a more open field and it deserves to get some upgrades, let's say. Okay, this can actually kill me. Oh, I leveled into good special, I'll risk it. Don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. Woohoo! This was calculated that way. A non-crit still didn't kill me there. This was very good actually. Because the red bar also makes the jingles go by faster, which is why a lot of this run has strategies around setting up low health. Because there's an extra sound that plays, and whenever that beeping sound plays, it makes everything go by a lot faster in the fights. It comes into play specifically in the late game and also mid game, where you try to set up a red bar if you can. Oh, that was good. But yeah, I'm with you on the PS3 records. I will get back to those very soon. And also all platform in general. Yeah, same. I also will try to improve my HTA boss rush just so it's taken care of. We still need to calculate the freaking IGTs for some of the PS2 ones, right? One of the buffers that I actually use in this run is the move buffers here, whenever it's possible. Because they are fairly easy to do, you just press A at the correct moment when the text box finishes, and then you can go directly into oops, this was the wrong way to do it, because I selected the wrong move. That happens sometimes. But I think I can manage this to be okay. Whenever they string shot, they actually reapply the boost you get from the gym badge, so I still didn't lose any time here, with a bit of luck. If you want, we could even do a couple races on PS3. And still track them on the like website, because why not? I think there's no need to differentiate between the specific versions necessarily. Yeah, for sure. For you and for me. Since I also improved in the PS3 version a lot. I think that's tackle range. Saving horn attacks in this section is important. I'll get back to you about race and practice. Don't wrap me, a wrap will lose a lot of time. Don't wrap me. That's good. That was a good one. Wraps lock you into place for a couple turns there, which I always lose a lot of time. And now if I get lucky I could maybe get into red bar here. But stock is genius idea. Oh, that crit was beautiful, I love it. Oh yeah, for sure. I like it a lot, it's very cool. Actually makes you appreciate all the versions in different ways. And that's my goal to beat. And then I will eventually probably return to PS4 any percent. But I wanna take a big break from that one, since it's so freaking... Oh, that's fantastic. Boy, that's fantastic. Those crits, man. That's actually a very good route 3 so far. And already on the last section here. Just one more fight. And as long as I keep 4 or more horn attacks, this will also be good for the next section. Oh, that crit. I can tackle this. Six, 5. Yeah, I can tackle this, so I'll stay at 5. That's great. Just need to catch a bird and continue with the rest. Yeah, but I think we have enough knowledge to beat it now, though it will still take a very solid run. Okay, very good. I guess I will heal to full here before I do the manipulation. And now starts the more difficult manipulation, since this one is very long. Fuck. Okay, I fucked it up. I pressed the wrong buttons for no reason there. That was stupid. For some reason I forgot how to do this for a second there. Oh god. This is very stressful, because it's just so long and you have to do perfect movement and day presses and all that. Even though the leeway is fairly chill on each of those, but doing it all perfectly in one go is still pretty hard. At least when starting out, and I still pretty much am starting out with this game. Any wrong A press on the wrong like tile will mess all of this up. But that's the reason I'm not getting any encounters, and ideally with a bit of luck and good execution I will get through all of this cave without encounters, and then at the very last moment I will get a Paris which I will manipulate for a catch. So far so good, I think. I didn't feel like I did any mistakes so far. But there's always still a chance that I get unlucky on the frame I saved on. Yep, that's an IGT. So I did nothing wrong there, but this is just one of those frames I saved on, which requires me to do a backup now. Basically another manipulation from this point on, which loses like 20 seconds because I have to resave. But it's not too bad. Though I like this one less, so yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's very technical. I guess I can tolerate it because I kinda like technical kind of games. And also just because I like Pokemon as well. Yes, that catch is actually fairly hard because you have to buffer select in there. Which fucking sucks. I hate doing select ball, but let's continue. This fight can also kill you. But I have a lot of horn attacks, so in theory I should be fine. But it can, like, confuse you, which sucks a lot if it does. The next one, the Zubat. Yeah, supersonic, but it failed. So far so good, don't confuse me. Okay, hit through it, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yes! Okay. Got a little lucky there, but this is good. Now a little menu section. First of all I toss all Pokeballs and go into the rare candy to evolve this. Then TM12, which is water gun, which I will need for a couple fights in the next section. And that's actually the crazy part about this gen. For some reason, Nidoru King is freaking broken. Not only can you evolve it instantly with a rare candy and a moonstone, it can also learn like all freaking moves. Which is just uber broken, specifically Horn Drill later on. Horn Drill is like an insta-KO move no matter what, and you can set it up to always hit with X accuracies, which is like the main sweeping strategy in the late game. Okay. I think if I get through this fight fairly quickly, I still should be saving time despite that IGT early on. Wow, but the problem is Mega Punch actually tends to miss because it's not a 100% move. Which sometimes can be detrimental. But there's also strategies around the way the move animations work. For example, I just finished with a Poison Sting there because it has a quicker animation. Okay, considering everything, if I don't get an encounter on the way out, this is very fast. Still. Not a max amount of time saved, because of course I will lose some time with the extra manipulation I had to do in menu, but it's still fairly good. Got lucky on the encounter, that's good. Still at 25, I'll take it. I think on the top end, if I do very well, I can get a high 24. And since the top tier players are a little bit better on the execution and also do some advanced strats, I think the world record literally gets at 23:30, which I could probably never do. And now a bit of a controversial thing. The next thing isn't technically a glitch, because it's just the game's code working as intended in a weird way. There was a lot of debate if this is a glitch or not, but basically if you talk to this guy before you have a bike voucher, it makes your text go very fast. As long as you don't enter any more menus, which saves like 2 minutes over the whole run. The only annoying thing is you can't go into any kind of start button, so there's a limit to it. And you also can't heal, because when you will, you lose it, so the next section in PB attempts is also very, very annoying, since you can just die at any moment, since you never try to heal. Otherwise you'll lose this instant text. But if everything goes well, this instant text stays with you for a long time, until you have to shop and get a bike, pretty much. So this is like as glitchy as the glitchless gets. As you see, the text has no animation, which is very fast. This bird can also get very annoying with the sand attack. Yep. One sand attack isn't usually too bad, since you can just try to hit through it, but it's annoying. But we can't switch Pokemon out, like in the race. In the race they actually don't allow instant text because it would just make runs very, very, very annoying and like luck dependent. So yeah, if I just hit, this will be fine, right? Come on, dude, just hit him. Just hit him, come on. I'm almost in red bar. Wow, best didn't kill. Just hit him. Just hit him. Don't let me die, just hit him. That's good. So even though I lost off time there, due to this, like, whole thing, this might end up being very good because I have red bar now, but it's very tricky because I can just die at any point of the bridge now until I get to the end. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Yellow is fairly cool. It's a little bit more technical to run those, so I haven't really tried it. As you see, it skipped all the text and all the jingles, so I'm just going super speed now. And in theory I hit everything. I shouldn't die most of the time. Wow. As I say that, I almost die because I don't hit everything. Where's it? Wow, fuck off. Oh! Okay, this run is holding on barely, but if this thing attacks me, I'm dead. Yep. No, this is actually not an emulator, I'm playing on console. I play on a GameCube. There's nothing I could do there, like, after getting sand attacked and so low on health, you just have to go for it and pray. Oh man, this sucks. But yeah, I basically have like the Game Boy extension to the GameCube. And also I bought another like little hardware thing where you put an HDMI thing into the digital output, so it basically makes the GameCube HDMI. And I also have a mod on it which enhances the graphics. So basically it looks very, very clean and it's great, but it's still on original hardware, so no emulation here. But yeah, this thing killed me. Fucking hell. Ugh. That's red for you. Basically, until you get past Misty, you're just hoping to get past. And once you get past all of it, there's still like a couple fairly bad moments where you can still just die, even though there's no fault to you, what you do. But that's the way it is. At least an early death. Later on, I personally play a bit of a safer kind of race route, where you have revives and, you know, most of the time you can afford a death. But as you get closer to PB, people just route out the revives, because, you know, they just hope to not die, which ends up making the run like less than 1% to finish. But that's the way it is, and then there's variants too bad even. Let's try this again. Besides a few deaths where you take them intentionally, actually. There's like an intentional death in the run to set up red bar specifically. It's actually very, very smart routing. Throughout all of it, the people that did that are very, very smart. It's crazy. Pretty much all the things I do are made to be perfectly like efficient in the moves I teach and the moves I use and stuff. The decision making throughout all of it. It's very cool. Okay, also I realized I have to scroll up my notes again. These I stole from another runner and added a bit of my own stuff to it. But early on you can't recover from a death, it's basically game over from there. In a race you would still try and finish. Ideally 152 something. Lower is always better, and I think with more practice I could get to a sub 150 range where it starts to be like within the top 50 of runs. But it would take quite a bit of effort. World record is a 144, which is absolutely bizarre and insane. Some say it's like the strongest of all the Pokemon records, because of how much luck and skill was involved. a low 144 anyway. There's only 2 other people with a high 144 even. Don't growl me, asshole. Don't you dare. Oh my goodness. Let's see how that will go. It feels slow, but let's see how it ends up being. Maybe a crit or 2 could help. But the sub 153 would put me into top 100, which I would be satisfied with. Okay, it's not insane fast, but I think I'll still continue for the sake of my own sanity. Maybe I get lucky on the encounters, but it's already like on the slower side because of the few growls there. And like throughout my PB I had 1 death, which is an easy time save if I just don't die and get a bit more lucky. And I also had some safety saves which I will skip. And also I had more practice and I think I'm faster on most things now, execution wise. So I think a 152 something would be ideal. Something that would be even cooler is if I landed in the 151 something mark, because then I would have a chance to beat Leo Star's run. Which would also be very cool, but it's probably unlikely to happen. Unless I get a lot of luck and do well with my current skill level anyway. I think I haven't killed Amon yet, so I'll just do that now. You need like a level 2 or level 3 guy that you kill for that XP to get bubble for that first gym. A bit unlucky that this is a 4th turn, but oh well, that's fine. And races even tend to skip the level 3 Pidgeys because they are ruthless. There's also a specific reason here I talk to Oak from the side. You could also talk from the top. It's because the way it works is the rival walks with a lot of swag and very slowly. And if you're higher up in the like part of this lab, he disappears faster. So basically if you're not talking from below but from the side or from the top, you see less of the rival walking animation. And overall it's faster. It's kinda silly. So yeah, let's see. If I get no encounters here and get lucky, this could still be a decent exit time despite the pretty bad Bulba fight. 1 encounter is still fine, but then the time is more average. Oh, level 4 Pidgey, please let me leave. Thanks. Okay, this is fine. It's not top tier, but this is fine to run with. The people that came up with RNG manipulations are also freaking insane. Not only the whole idea behind buffering everything and replicating everything, but also then finding ways to do those manipulations which are easy to execute or easy enough to execute, but also like fast and high probability of working. Since even if you replicate it perfectly, there's always a couple frames where it fails. But the manipulations which aren't handmade, like the one I use for the moon, are very high success rate. And they were found using like programs instead of just trial and error how we did it. That's unlucky. That's only one of a few tiles where you can actually get encounters. Don't poison me, you asshole. Don't poison me, don't you dare. Thank you. Don't you dare poison me. Ah, help. Okay, sure. Now I have to heal this. He didn't use a single, like, string shot. That's not fair. He is out for blood, this Weedle. Doesn't care about your feelings, man. Okay, a bit of mercy. Wow, that crit was unlucky. Wow, that crit actually made it a bit longer. Now this is awkward, but I think I'll figure it out here. Because now I have to immediately do the menu instead of later, but I don't think I have a spare potion here. Nope. I don't think I will heal. I should probably heal. Let's see what happens. It really do be like that. That Weedle is brutal. It can end your whole career. Let's just go and not give a fuck. I might die, but at least I tried to be fast. You can also get very lucky on this fight, specifically if your Squirtle has good stats and you two-shot things. And then they can also just use non-damaging moves every time. So in theory you could get through this fight without any damage taken, but we'll see. It can also go very wrong and you just die. So far so good. These have high... okay, it doesn't have high damage. This makes this whole thing a lot trickier. I think I will... will I heal? Or will I just YOLO it? Fuck it, I'll just YOLO it. I have to switch back and forth here. So the Nidoran gets XP, so that's a lot of... Wow, yeah. Just kill me, man. It's unlikely that I survive this, but I'll try anyway. Just don't attack me. Fuck you. Okay, that's fine though. The Weedle fight was just very bad. Well, at least I had one run past Moon that died on bridge. Oh man. I mean, to be fair, I could have healed that, but I didn't feel like losing more time, so that's on me. If I was on good pace, I definitely would have healed there. So it was very likely for me to die there. It's just unfortunate that went one time where I actually got past Moon with a decent pace. I instantly got unlucky on the rival fight. Because getting to Misty, like it's fairly likely to get past Misty, and then you get a bit of a stretch where you're not that likely to die. Especially when you're trying to play more conservatively throughout the mid-game. And I use fairly safe strats there. Comparison to others. Instant growl. Double growl. Before I can... No, fuck that shit. I'm not messing with that, man. Not really feeling like that shit. Double growl onto tackle miss. Damn. If it just growls one more time, that will take millennia to resolve. I mean, you know, I'm not even going for that crazy of a start. When people go for world records, they literally have to hope to get a very good early fight and then no encounters, or something along those lines, at least. Like, I'm just hoping to get below 720 on the Nido splits. They are trying for at least sub 7, if not better, every time. In theory you could get as low as 630 or some crazy stuff. I think 640 is my personal best. But it's not in your control. It's just getting lucky or unlucky. Wow, I got sound glitch. Now it's like a remix. A very slow and sad version of the song, man. Yep. This game also has a sound glitch. I'm not sure by what that is caused. I have no idea about the technical details. But it gives you a nice little remix each time. Would you say that's glitchless, man? You just had sound glitch, you gotta restart. You ruined it. The purity. Fuck you and your stupid growls, man. Okay, let me double tail whip because I'm mad. Yeah, exactly. Okay, if I just get tackles throughout this can still be good. Unless it tackles too hard and kills me. It happens from time to time, and can happen at any moment and remix the whole thing. Now I actually don't want it to tackle, or tackle miss or something. Otherwise I die. Okay, this was good enough, I guess. Wasn't perfect, but I'll take it. Like a 248, yeah, that's okay. Just gotta hope for little encounters. Ah! Let's pretend I did that bonk to manipulate the encounters there. Because technically that's what I did, but obviously not intentionally. So far so good. I can even cut through the grass a little to be a little faster, since I haven't gotten an encounter yet, but I need at least one. So I think that will be worth it. The extra encounter tiles, if you like get one before that, you usually don't go for this. But here I will pass through 3 tiles extra, because it's nice and fast. Wow, that's good. That's actually crazy. But now comes the luxury of having the issue that if you don't get any encounters, that's actually bad. Because you still need to kill something. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with it. I think you can also kill something in forest. But yeah, that would be an anomaly to say the least. Alright, now it gets a little sus. Okay, got an encounter, hopefully it's killable. If it's level 4 I can't actually go for it. Okay, level 3 is fine. Even though the Pidgey isn't optimal, I'll take it. It deals a little more damage since it only has Gust. The rats also have Tail Whip. And Tackle. But that went fine. Okay, this was actually perfect on the encounter side, this is very fast. Very, very fast actually. I'm not sure if that's quite gold pace if I get the manip first try, but it's close. Like usually I'd be fine to get to that town at this point, but I'm already saving for the manip. Just gotta hit this first try. So far so good. Hit that text box. I think I did. Okay, I think this was perfect. Yep. And not quite gold split even. But with a sub 7. Which is very good. A green start for once, yeah. I'll skip that extra potion and go straight to the forest. The professionals usually extend that manip to get a Pidgey in this grass directly, but I won't even try that since that sounds very hard. The good thing about that extra stuff though is that you can guarantee no encounters in the forest from that point on. I mean, it's unlikely to get encounters in forest, but whenever it happens, it hurts. But I think, like, expectation-wise, it's always between 0 and 1. So it isn't unheard of, I guess. Hopefully this Weedle behaves, because this time I'm actually on very good pace so far. Still. At least it doesn't poison. That's already something. Don't poison. Oh man. I'll have to heal here. That sucks. But that's alright. It could also, like, do a different move from... Yeah, more of these, man. More of these. Yeah, more of these, man. Alright. It be hit. Oh! Wait, did I crit this just now? That really sucks. That's alright though. Yeah, I'm still okay HP wise, so it doesn't hurt me that I don't have that extra potion. I'll just do the menu right now. Oh, I wasn't supposed to heal there because I don't have that extra potion. That's fine. So this wasn't ideal, but still okay, I guess. If I get lucky and have a good Squirtle here, I should be guaranteed through in a safe enough way, anyway. This time I won't play as risky because the pace is still very good. We'll see. Last two times I had bad special, I think. Or at least once I when leveled to get special, something like that. Yeah, defense curl, man. Give me good special. Ah, it's bad special. Fuck off. Ah, that's annoying. Maybe I'll level into good though. My HP is still alright. That's at least something. The problem with bad special is that you 3-shot instead of 2-shot with Onyx. Which means it can use Bide in exactly the wrong moment where you're distracted bubble, and then it just kills you most of the time. If it uses like that, you can double tail whip to skip the damage. And it doesn't deal damage. That's fine. I should be through, even though it's a bit slow. So I'm losing like 30 seconds here or something, but that's alright. That's just what the Weedle fight in bad special will do. I can make this up with good route, 3 and a good moon. My splits aren't that great there. Okay, let's see. I think that's still tackleable. No, definitely. Let's hope the Ekans will behave. And the rat can also be nasty. It can deal a lot of damage if it crits. It can deal 15 in 1. That's still fine though. Now I just gotta hope for no reps. Oh, I did the incorrect move here. That sucks. I might actually get punished for that. It costs me a turn. The traps. Yeah, I deserved that. Fuck. That was because I used tackle instead of layer by accident. Otherwise I would have been through without any issue. It's not too bad though, I guess. Double screen string shot. Yeah, it's very bad because your cocoon will now be faster, which means it gets an extra harden. I just gotta get the lucky crit and it's fine though. I don't, so it's not fine. Wow, crit last turn. That's a meme. Metapods towards speeds. That sucks. Yeah, this made this whole fight so slow. Because the string shots basically make me slower than all those metapods and cocooners, which wastes so many turns and horn attacks. Now it's a bit iffy. I need at least 3 horn attacks to be fine later on the fight, but 4 or 5 are better. At least this one didn't double string shot, this would have been disastrous. So I'm fine on horn attacks as well because I wasted turns earlier. But I will still lose time because of those extra turns and because of the misplay on icons. But I can make that up with a good moon manip. So let's hope the bird is fast and clean. Level 7 is fine, I can tackle that. A lot of time loss. And this was my own fault, that's the worst part. But I can still be in the green after moon here, if I just don't do any mistakes and get lucky on the IGT. Funnily enough. Last time I didn't even do it wrong, I just got IGT'd. So hopefully this time it will be nice. So far no IGT. On 2 frames that lass outside can actually move. And then it's all messed up and you have to resave. sorry I'm not answering chat right now, I have to focus to not mess up the RNG manip. But I'll take a look right after. Yeah, basically if you save you reset the RNG seed, and then if you buffer everything and do the same inputs and A presses throughout all of it, you're pretty much almost guaranteed the same result each time, with a few exceptions, which means I can guarantee no encounters, as you can see here. I have no repels, but it just keeps going and going. And specifically if I saved on a frame which is favored, I will also be able to get a Paris right at the end with a guaranteed catch window, which is ideal. Whew! I got it. Just need to hit that text box perfectly. Oh my god. This was harsh. This is the hardest thing I've learned in this game. It's even not even the real thing, it's an easier version that someone came up with, which isn't as ideal on the freaking... what's it called? It's not ideal because there's a lot more frames where it fails, but if it doesn't fail, it's a lot easier to execute. Anyway, this can still kill this fight, so let's hope for the best. Because the freaking Zubat is an annoying piece of shit. Thanks. Basically all of that movement had to be technically frame perfect. In practice, within a third of a frame, third of a second each time on the execution. And now for Horn Attack kills him through. Yeah, nice. Basically you can't deviate and the A presses have to be on the same tile each time. Let's toss the extra Pokeballs. Let's use a Red Candy to evolve this fucker. I think it's a bit slower than last time, simply because the early game was worse, but other than that my execution was better. Well, not better, I just got lucky that the manip worked out this full way. Which it gets like 60% or so of the time with this one. There's a harder one you can learn, which gets it at a way higher percentage, but that involves a lot more A presses and more complicated movement, so fuck that. Hey, that crit is so nice. It avoids so much stupid stuff. And this one is also ranged to kill. Didn't get that, but... That, like... Grimer can actually block your Mega Punches, which will make this fight a lot slower. Oh, another crit. I think I can Horn Attack this. I don't have, but Water Gun should also work. To not risk a miss there. So not quite as fast as last time, but a lot more time safe. Overall. So I'll take that. Because I hit with full manip. Still ahead. And gold split actually, saved 1 minute and 25 seconds there. It's a bit annoying because if that route 3 didn't go as poorly, and the Brock, I could be like almost 2 minutes ahead now, but that's alright. If I get luckier on the bridge, at least I have a run going. Okay, let's do the non-glitch glitch. The instant text one. We're just talking to a guy and pressing B, no glitches involved. Just ignore the fact that the text just goes by so fast now. It's all an intended code malfunction or something, not a glitch. Technically an exploit, I guess. This was like the most controversial thing in the Pokemon community. But yeah, some smart people figured out it's not a glitch, I guess. And like, it would be a lot nicer if we didn't have this, even though the run would be slower, but at least you wouldn't have to YOLO this whole next part. Wow, it starts out already with a quick attack memes. Okay, let me just try to Mega Punch this, because this can kill. Yeah, okay, perfect. This is now a lot easier than last time, just because I don't have Sand Attack on, which means the moves are more likely to hit, thank god. Especially since I also two-shot that bird. With that crit, that was nice. That was a nice fight, yep. And now my HP is also not sus, so I should be able to get further than last time, unless I get very unlucky. But I still can't heal, otherwise it will lose instant text, so I just have to go. Oh yeah, for sure. And there's a couple more places where it plays a role, with slightly less bad effect, I guess. The next rival fight is like right at the end of that instant text, so you can still switch and regain the accuracy, but it'll lose a little bit of time because you won't have instant text the full way. But you know, you can risk or not risk depending on the pace, I guess, from that point on. The worst part is that last time Sand Attack wasn't even technically the run killer. The actual run killer was the fact that I was low HP due to that. Some of those can be annoying because the Mega Punch isn't 100% rate of actually going through. So if you're unlucky and then they use like a move to confuse you or to wrap you, you just lose a lot of time for no reason. Or even Sand Attack on this bird here. I think it's also not guaranteed to die to a Mega Punch, but most of the time it does. That's an extra turn. That's fun. But nothing bad happened so far. I'm not sure on my HP. Depending on it, I can try and go for a red bar here. But if I'm above 28, I won't. Nope. Let's just Mega Punch this. Sometimes you can still get a Karate Chop crit off of it. Or a Scratch, I guess. Karate Chop would have almost put me in red bar, or even did put me in red bar. But yeah, that's fine. Red Bridge was very clean and I was still losing time. That's actually crazy. PB Bridge was insane. Still ahead though. Now hopefully I will still retain most of the Mega Punches here, because that will allow me to skip the center, which is very fast, and could save some time. I needed these 2 Mega Punches to do this. I have 5, I will need 3. Maybe I'll actually skip that Mega Punch on this guy. Taking damage here isn't the worst, actually. Because it can put me in red bar potentially. And that leaves me a Mega Punch for later, since I will skip center in that case. But then I will probably get into... Ah well, we'll see. I'll just go with the flow. And this next guy is where we lose instant text because we teach a move. And when I have 3 Mega Punches left, which is perfect. So now the text is normal again, but I will regain that instant text right after this next section. Little menu after Bill. So double potion and rare candy escape rope. Which is faster than centering. It's a bit tricky with that HP, but it's fine. I'll just go. Let me just get instant text and go. If I die on Misty, I die. I think that's still the correct play here. Ideally, it might actually get me closer to low health. Yeah, that's because I had to change it for that manipulation. It requires you to do a palette swap, so the correct frames are used during that whole thing. But that will change at Surge, because I will have to do another manipulation and it will go back to a standard one. Oh, that sucks. That made me lower level. Lower health rather, which is always bad for Misty, but well, hopefully I just won't get unlucky. This next one can also lower my health, but I can't really heal for Misty further. Just because I'm on instant text. That's also a reason why it sucks for races, because if you save, you lose time. Oh, I think that gold split is actually not accurate at all. That seems very fast for no reason. Oh, supersonic sucks, please just hit. No. Asshole. Okay, now I'm actually fairly likely to die. Well, we'll see. Maybe not. It just can't bubble beam crit or something. Let's hope and pray. Don't you dare kill me. Water gun is fine if it doesn't crit. Okay, that's good. That's actually very good. Because now I'm also 25 HP, which is fairly good HP to set up for red bar. And red bar is great because it allows you to go through the next fights very quickly. Pokemon Green, yeah, basically. It has some blue in it as well. There's a lot of palettes, there's even an inverted one, which is hella ugly. But technically you could use that for manipulation as well if you really wanted to. But yeah. Now it's just a little bit tricky, because there's a couple fights coming up that have quick attack, and if too many of them hit I might be too low HP. I want to kind of stay in the safe zone, where I don't die to a couple things, but also still have low enough HP to go for the so-called fly bar, where I keep red bar throughout all of that next fly section. Ah, that is unlucky. It's unlikely to get an encounter here, because just a few tiles. So let's hope they don't deal too much damage to me, since many of them can quick attack. But I'll have to endure because of red bar. Okay, starting out not so great. But as long as I'm over 12 HP for the rival fight, I should still be fine. Okay. I mean, they don't have names in this gen. We only get them in Fire Red and Leaf Green. That's why the names for the trainers usually involve something that makes them identifiable, like Oddish Girl, for example. Later on, Oddish Girl is actually a high chance to kill you, that's why everyone hates Oddish Girl. I think her name is Martha in the later gens. Okay, so now I also have red bar, so I just can't get too unlucky here. There is a chance it uses sand attack and then, well, I'll have to get rid of red bar, I guess. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Usually the sand attacks don't come into play, because you just kill them with fresh, at least in this gen. Okay, please don't kill me, asshole. Please don't. Starting out with a little bit of an oof. Okay, actually this is very good. Mega Punch? I might die. Okay, 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 okay. I'll have to heal here. Let's Horn Attack. Kadabra. Ah, fuck it, I'll just YOLO it. Okay, never punished. Fuck yeah. Woo! Okay. I wasn't quite sure what to do there, but I just decided to YOLO it. Now I basically could be reasonable or go for YOLO, and I think I'll go full YOLO just to try and gain some more time here. Basically there is a trainer where you can get where you can fight him and get another rare candy to make this next fight less bad with low HP, but it costs you to fight him and get that rare candy. In a race I would always go for that rare candy just because it also makes a couple later fights less bad, but right now I just feel like going ham and testing out my luck. So let's just test out my luck, I guess. But there's a chance that Surge now kills me if I get unlucky. Because the Pikachu knows Quick Attack and the Voltorb is a range to kill and die or not. This is also the end of instant text, because now I have to get to the mart and buy things. And also I will get the bike after. HMO1 TM28. Okay, and now we will get back to our color scheme, since I have to do the manip, which doesn't involve changing the palette. Okay. This is to manipulate the cans. Oh, fucking hell, man. I didn't manage to turn like an idiot. This will actually cost me time. Fuck, I hate it. Because there's like an A press right at that turn if you want to do it optimally. Why am I so bad? Help. Okay. This sucks so much. Basically my hands are cold. I swear to God. It's always my problem. But this is like the easiest manip of them all, and they did the other hard ones. It's so stupid. There was no reason for this to happen. No reason at all. This will cost me like 40 seconds for no reason. Hopefully, honestly, no, just kills me, because then I won't have a bad like feeling about this. It's actually not unlikely to kill me with the Pikachu here. Wow, and I survive, look at me. Why? Oh, okay, I died to confusion, so never mind. I would have been like 30 seconds ahead here if I did this correctly, I think, even more. Oh well. Unfortunate. Ah, God, I'm exhausted. This was too much. Like, right at the end there, I just couldn't think straight, and that's why I probably missed a manip as well as for cold hands. But hey, that was a nice bunch of attempts. We'll see how much I will keep going with this, since I also want to get back to Shadow of the Colossus speedrunning. But yeah. But that's a hard part about this like surge thing. If you are on low health, the Voltorb can kill you if you don't hit that thrash range. The Pikachu can kill you with a quick attack crit or something. And then if you don't get the 4-turn thrash, you can also die to self-hit. Though if I would have hit that manip first try, I would have probably just switched back and forth, so it would have come out to even, I guess. Anyway, I'm just exhausted, honestly. So I'll get back to that later. But thanks everyone for watching. I'll do a stream, another one probably the weekend or next week. Definitely after Thursday when I'm done with exams, I will do more of this. So yeah, thank you for watching.